right, we're going to talk about Predator.
Yeah, congratulations on your graduation. So kind of giving it away, but the initial goal of this whole series of Practice Like a Pro was to create style in the air on Semper and to beat your fastest time down Predator, which is a pretty lofty goal because your time was already really fast.
Yeah, it was a reckless time in perfect conditions. So, so and in retrospect, had I done this again, I would have chosen a different goal because Predator is a trail that already spoke to the skills that I did well. So in a sense, I had to work really, really hard to then improve upon the things that were already going relatively well for me.
So one of the things that I think that for me was most telling about your riding was how quickly you were able to go on trails you didn't even know. So like we rode a lot in Europe and you were able to just go faster than I've ever seen you go on trails you were comfortable on before, never having even seen the terrain. And for me, a lot of that came from your ability to passive pump, to relax on the bicycle.
Yeah.
I just have never seen you look so relaxed on the bike. And I think, the combination of being able to corner well, being able to jump over natural terrain, being able to like flow through things smoothly with passive pumping, all those things just really kind of like registered with you in a way that allowed your body to be more relaxed.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is being in the right riding position over the bike so that if something came up that was unexpected, the bike just handled it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't riding on the edge of my traction all the time where if one thing was a little bit off, I was done.
One of the big improvements to your riding actually for me came like almost right away, where in that very first session that we did, I think it was our very first session where we practiced on passive pumping and we were working through the rolly bumps together. Then we were working on coming down the entrance to Braveheart, down that rock garden. And I really felt like those initial things we did right on day one really paid a lot of dividends for your riding.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the passive pumping is incredible. And at first it seems like, oh, isn't this just riding a bike? But it really is different when you get in the right body position and the bike is jockeying underneath you and you're just static in the middle. It makes riding so much easier, so much more playful and effortless.
Yeah.
And then, going down the rock garden and not being tossed around by every little thing is such a good feeling.
Yeah. Another thing that I think really helped you was all the featuring work we did out in the clearing. So working with the feature board, being able to feature over things. It was really cool when I got to take you out to Predator and we got to look at some bigger gaps where you're like, ooh, I've never ridden that line, and starting to hit things and actually clear things way down trail. I think that smoothed some things up for you and just gave you that confidence that knowing that if you go more quickly, you can go further off things, should you choose to press in. And let's remember that featuring is the polar opposite of passive pumping. So you're able to be at one end of the spectrum, be super loose and absorbing terrain. At the other end of the spectrum, being able to step in, press in, and create the intention to actually clear a bunch of terrain. So I think that was really helpful for Predator as well.
The other thing that you'll notice in here is that my cornering is so much stronger. And so I want you to, hopefully you're proud of me. What I found is so cool is that you're doing a big run like this, it's exhausting. And so at 6.5 minutes of just pounding and dodging bullets and obstacles, and it's not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
And so when you get offline a little bit, if you have good footwork, you can recover in the next turn versus then getting bogged down in all the rest of them. And actually at the very end, I slip a pedal, but I recover really fast. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. That's the biggest mistake of the whole thing. But it was cool to go ride it with Jason. It's muddy. It's not a perfect day by any means. We're going through mud puddles and it's wet. It's not running that fast.
And it's not a race. Like your fastest race time was in a race. And for anybody who's a racer, you know that you get a lot of adrenaline on race day. And it, generally speaking, makes you a bit quicker as well.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Yeah. Sometimes I go to shift and I miss the lever.
Do you? Does that happen? Just don't miss the lever when you go to brake. That's the important one.
Words of wisdom from.
Yeah, I do what I can. Big words of wisdom. Bleep, 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 bleep.
Some pretty spectacular mud coming up.
Look good. Nice. Got over that jump too.
Pedal, 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 pedal. Push it, push it. Push it real good. Push it.
Somebody was having too much fun behind me.
Yeah, it sounds like Jason.
Keep those eyes up.
Sounds like he's breathing pretty hard though.
Yeah, he was. You have to yell and pedal at the same time if you're Jason.
Save those arms. Feel yourself riding in your feet. Nice. Yep, just keep carrying that momentum. That's the line. Start pedaling. Passive, let that bike work.
Makes me want to go ride.
Yeah, it does.
Nice. Just keep carrying that momentum. Get up on that hill. There you go.
Nice, there's your feature.
Start pedaling. There it is. Yeah. Nice, Linnea. Eyes up.
It's cool because you can watch Jason's lines too and continue to learn just based on what
Yeah.
he's doing.
Let that bike shimmy. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Brake early, carry the momentum down the straightaways. Keep those eyes up, stay passive, let that bike work. It's all about forward momentum. Keep it going down the trail. Nice. Beautiful. Passive body, save those arms. Eyes ahead. Let that bike work. That's it, good job.
It's chunky.
Oh yeah.
Keep looking up, down the trail.
The combination of like such a long dry summer, like the holes behind those roots are insane.
Save those arms. Excellent. All right, nice and relaxed, eyes up. All right. Carry that momentum up around that corner. Yeah, keep looking down that trail. Riding in our legs. Protect those hands. Yeah, let it float. Yeah, this is passive land. Letting that bike shimmy. That's right, carrying down the hill. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, that was awesome. Nice line. Carry this momentum all the way down through this. Let it work, let it shimmy. Now on this corner, let's get out over that root. Get that wide line. There it is. Yeah. Okay, we're coming to the finish. We're gonna use those turns. Every bit of those turns, use it all. All the way over, all the way over. Same thing down here, use that whole turn. All the way up to the next one. Carry that momentum down the hill.
Okay, you ready for it?
Hey, $5 you beat your time.
Woo, we'll crop that out. We're gonna bleep that.
Oh,
Anyway.
that's so awesome. That's
Ta-da!
so cool to see. And so what was your final time?
6:38.
6:38. All right. So,
Yeah, and in just random conditions, it wasn't even a fast day.
Yeah.
So that
Super
felt
cool
good.
to see. That's really cool. You look rock solid. And
My
like,
face.
super stoked. So, well, congrats on achieving that goal. I think, you know, in better conditions and in a race, I mean, we're probably looking at a 10-second improvement potentially. Nice job.
Thank you.
Kyle, we love you, and sorry if you have to edit a bunch of our crap, but we love you.